go to the thought bubble. So there was this prince, Siddhartha Gautama, whose father kept him locked away in a palace because a prophecy foretold that the family would lose the kingdom if he ever left. But as house arrests go, this was a good one. Siddhartha had great food, great entertainment, a hot cousin for a wife, etc., but he suspected that there was more to life. So he snuck out of the palace a few times. On these travels, he encountered an old man, a sick man, and finally, a corpse. Having realized the ubiquity of suffering, Siddhartha left the palace, renounced the crown, and sought out the holiest men to try to find how it could be possible that life would come to such a terrible end. Eventually, Gautama became an ascetic, fasting and meditating for days at a time, hoping to find enlightenment. And finally, after meditating for about a month under a tree, it came to him. Nirvana. No, not that one. Yes, that one. He finally understood the meaning of life and began teaching it to people who would become his disciples. He had become the Buddha, which means teacher, and he taught the Four Noble Truths, which are: 1, all life is suffering. 2, the source of suffering is desire. Not just sexual desire, but all wanting of stuff and prestige. 3, to stop suffering, you must rid yourself of desire. This sounds simple enough, but if you've ever been dumped by someone, you know that it is not that easy to just stop desiring. 4, so how do you do it? By following the Eightfold Path, which, as you may suspect, is a set of 8 prescriptions on how to live that we don't have time to talk about.
युद्ध रणभूमि में लड़े जाते हैं, परंतु जीते यहां से जाते। क्योंकि अब मैं इस धरती का सबसे महान सम्राट बनना चाहता हूं। महाराज बिंदुसार से महान, महाराज चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य से बड़ा, सबसे बड़ा। आज मैं महान सम्राट बन गया, सबसे बड़ा, सबसे बड़ा, सब जीत गया, सब नष्ट कर दिया, नष्ट कर दिया। क्या जीता मैं?
बोझ बन जाता है। धर्मोपदेश का ये शिलालेख स्थापित करने का कारण है कि मेरे होने वाले किसी भी पुत्र या पौत्रों के मन में अन्य देशों को जीतने की भावना न उत्पन्न हो। वो जो भी विजय प्राप्त करें, धर्म और अल्पदंड से ही प्राप्त करें।
Why did you come to India? For a holiday?
No, JC. I came here to study Buddhism at the Nalanda monastery.
You came here to study Buddhism. But why India in particular?
I wanted to study Buddhism at its source. So India was the right choice.
But if you came here to study, then how is it that you visited King Harshavardhan?
Well, because King Harshvardhan was a great follower of Buddhism.
Okay, so he too studied with you at the Nalanda University.
No, Harshvardhan had built a number of stupas in the name of Buddha. At the Nalanda, Harshvardhan had organized for a theological debate.
And let me guess, you won it.
Yes, I did. After this victory, Harshvardhan was so happy with my performance that he invited me to visit his kingdom at Kannauj.
Wow, a king invites you to his kingdom. How exciting. But, okay, tell me roughly. It would have been at least 1,000 years ago that Harshavardhan was the king.
Yes, it was. 1,400 years. Yes, 1,400 years.
So even 1,400 years ago, there was a concept of debate competitions.
JC, debates aren't something like computer technology, which didn't exist then. Debates exist where humans exist.
Point. Tell me, Mr. Zhang. Harshavardhan was regarded as one of the best kings of the Vardhan dynasty, right?
Yes, he was.
So did he inherit his father's kingdom?
Harshvardhan's not the eldest son of his father. After his father's death, Harshvardhan's elder brother Rajyavardhan ascended to the throne of Thanesar. But later, Rajyavardhan was killed by the ruler of Bengal, and then Harshvardhan succeeded him as the king.
Oh, but tell me, Mr. Zhang, how do you know such intricate details about Harshavardhan? You came to India much later after he became the king.
I have read Harshvardhan's biography. It is called Harshcharit.
Harshacharit? Who wrote it?
Harshvardhan's court poet Banabhat.
In which language is it written? Harshavardhan was a follower of Buddhism. So it must be Pali, right?
No. It was written in Sanskrit.
Wow, you know to read Sanskrit as well. So what all does the biography include?
Harshcharit gives the genealogy of King Harshvardhan and ends with him becoming the king.
That's it? That's too short. Then you won't know where Harshavardhan's rule in India was. Or is it that he ruled entire India?
Oh, not at all. During Harshvardhan's reign, the Vardhan Empire was spread over the states of Punjab, Orissa, Bengal, and the entire Indo-Gangetic plain.
That means only the north. Why didn't he conquer the whole of India?
He did try. He tried marching west, crossing the river Narmada and entering the Deccan. But he was stopped by the Chalukya ruler Pulakeshin II.
Now who is Pulakeshin II?
Pulakeshin II was the best known ruler of the Chalukya dynasty. He defeated King Harshvardhan a number of times, which is why Harshvardhan could not enter South India. They were the Pallavas. The Chalukyas and the Pallavas frequently raided one another's lands and especially their capitals.
Which were their capitals?
Kanchipuram was the capital of the Pallav dynasty and Aihole belonged to Chalukya dynasty. These capitals were prosperous towns and Aihole in particular was an important trading center.
So, did these two kingdoms have an officially drawn border like how we have borders for our countries?
Yes, they did. Borders are drawn for better administration. The Chalukya kingdom was centered around the Raichur Doab, which is between the rivers Krishna and Tungabhadra.
And what about the Pallav kingdom?
The Pallav kingdom was stretched from the region around their capital Kanchipuram to the Kaveri Delta.
How is it that you know so much about these kingdoms? Have you even read Pulakeshin II's biography?
Not his biography, but I know about Pulakeshin II from his Prashasti, which was written by his court poet Ravi Kirti. It describes Pulakeshin II's ancestors. It also talks of Pulakeshin II's expeditions to the east and the west coasts. He even defeated the Pallav king who took shelter behind the walls of Kanchipuram.
But why isn't Pulakeshin II talked about much in history? I must say he was a conqueror.
Well, that is because the Chalukya dynasty was short-lived. The Chalukyas were defeated by the Rashtrakuts of Manyakheta.
Mr. Zhang, I need to go. Mom is coming right here.
घास से आए थे उस दिन तो काट रहा था सब घास मशीन से।